Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, it is my day 2 road trip in Mallorca. We are starting from the town of Port de Pollenca, checking out of the Bikini and Mountain Hotel. Fabulous. And then we are going to do a crazy mountain road trip up and around the mountains north of Port de Pollenca all the way up to Port de Pollenca. So if this sounds good, if you're planning a trip to Mallorca, you want to see some other kind of great spots to visit, great things to do, then please join me for the day. Let's jump in and let's hit the road. Alright, so we started our day at the Bikini and Mountain Hotel. We only stayed for one night, and I am filming a dedicated hotel room review on that, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and all of it will be updated and linked down below if it's live, or you can hit subscribe and see it when it comes out. It's free to do. But I absolutely love this hotel. It is just such a great vibe, such a great energy. We didn't want to leave. But, you know, if I could have done it again, I would have stayed 2 nights at this hotel. I loved it so much. So we started our day there, had a great breakfast at the hotel, and then we decided to venture down into the town of Port de Pollenca. Port de Pollenca is, it's just this lovely little harbor town, tons of great restaurants, shops, boats. There's a historic kind of trolley train that goes between the port and the town of Sóller. So there's a lot of great things to do, and this is why I think like 2 nights at a hotel there, maybe even 3, would just be a really lovely and relaxing holiday, because you could spend some time at the beach, you could spend some time at the pool in the hotel, maybe hop on a boat, hop on the train tram into Sóller. Really could be like a lovely, relaxing few days. So we decided to go into the port town just to check it out and see what it was all about. And we walked down just a couple flights of stairs and a short hill from the Bikini and Mountain Hotel. It's about under 5-minute walk, and we just really immediately felt relaxed and loved this little town. We got a fresh orange juice, did a little bit of shopping, took in all the gorgeous boats, and essentially just walked kind of the whole length of the town around kind of the crescent that is the beach and the kind of port area there. I mean, literally in probably 15 minutes you can walk from one end to the other. That's how small it is. So we did that at a leisurely pace, just enjoying it and popping into some stores. And then we found this very charming little cafe to grab an iced coffee. I had a smoothie, my friend had a really lovely kind of ham and cheese sandwich, and we just kind of sat there and chilled, enjoying the water, enjoying a bit of people watching, and I think just enjoyed the town. And I also caught some glimpses of the train trolley, which I think you absolutely have to do this if you're there. I'm sorry that we didn't have more time to kind of do that and experience that, but I have a feeling I'm going to be back to this town. I don't think this is my last time being there or experiencing it. So then after we made our way back to the Bikini and Mountain Hotel, up the hill and up the stairs, very sweaty in the heat of the day, but you know, we prevailed. And then we hopped in the car and decided that there are basically like 2 ways you can go up to Port de Pollenca. One is about an hour drive, which seems like a more traditional motorway, and then there's another that goes through boop, 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 all the crazy mountain roads. And what option do you think we picked? Yeah, we picked the crazy mountain road option, which is actually kind of funny given that like we had like a whole stressful experience with the buses on the mountain roads yesterday, but we did not let that experience scare us off. And we definitely saw I think the thing that surprises me the most about these little hairpin turn mountain roads are that these mega buses go on them, which I guess is great for accessibility, where if you can't drive or you didn't want to drive, you actually can really get between a lot of these places quite easily on the bus. But again, not for the faint of heart, because these buses are going on these crazy roads, and as a motorist, you just have to be really careful because sometimes they really like fly around the corners. So luckily, I think today's drive was a lot easier than yesterday's drive. I found the roads to be, for the most part, a lot wider, in a lot better shape, and I think the biggest inconvenience was just people being idiots and swinging turns too wide when they should just really stay within their lanes and drive a normal speed limit on the roads. But the drive literally took our breath away. I just kept saying, oh my god, this is so beautiful. And with the right soundtrack, and if you love the mountains and you love kind of nature and scenery, it said it was going to take about 1.5 hours for the drive, and it really was about 2, I would say, because even though the speed limit on a lot of these roads is like 50 or 60 kilometers, like kilometers per hour, I think I was driving more around 40 kilometers per hour, if not slightly slower at times when it was just these hairpin turns and you have to just be really, really careful, because in some places there's not even barricades, so consider yourself warned. If you are not someone who's a confident driver, I would probably not recommend this, because it's a long drive, and once you're up there, you are up there. You are in it. So you have to commit to it. So just consider yourself warned. But hey, I did it, I loved it, and I thought it was a super fun drive. And we did get to make a couple different stops. Like at one point, there was a scenic lookout point with the most beautiful, like aqua blue lake with the mountains. Unbelievable. We also saw and heard kind of goats just climbing straight down sheer mountain cliffs, essentially, at that very same stop, which was something really special to watch. I tried to capture it on camera, but I'm not sure how good of a job I did, because I tried to zoom in, but it was quite far away, and while it was easy to see, like with my eyes, I'm not so sure if it picked up on the camera. So we then arrived in our next destination, which is Port de Pollenca, which is a port town with beautiful beaches, but also has like the backdrop of the mountains around you. And we're staying at the Hoposa Pollença. So forgive the mess, but this is a little quick room, quick like little glimpse of the room. And I'll do a little bit of the bathroom. Let me just, so some very cute little decor. We had to tuck some of this stuff here because there's not enough space. And then yeah, here's the bathroom. I think the only rub about this hotel is that when you look at the hotel from the front, we are on the front of the hotel with a sea view, which is lovely, and they made a big production about how they were upgrading us to a sea view, but we then realized we're one of like 3 rooms on the front of the hotel that doesn't have a terrace, and all of them have these huge terraces, so we do feel a little bit gypped. But again, when I booked the room on hotels.com, there wasn't that option to include that, so I guess it is what it is. But what I would recommend is, if you did want that kind of room, you should absolutely book it with the terrace. So I am hoping to do a dedicated hotel room and hotel stay review, because we are here for 2 nights. So make sure again that you're subscribed to my channel, and I will update all the links below when that video is ready. Yes, we checked in here. I really do love like the design and the style of the hotel. Had a little snack here at the restaurant. Went to then walk 20 minutes into kind of the main part of Port de Pollenca to get my PCR test for my flight home to England in a few days. So that was pretty quick and painless for the most part. I mean, are those things ever fun? And then I decided my friend was gonna come walk up the 20 minutes to come meet me, and I said I would stalk out a good place for like a pre-dinner cocktail, and I found just the spot at Hotel Cappuccino, which, because the location of that is in a much more buzzy part of Port de Pollenca, like much more lively, like lots of restaurants, lots more shops. But again, you know, this hotel is beautiful and I think will be lovely for the next couple days. But we had the most amazing kind of set of like sundowner kind of drinks. I ordered a mojito, and we literally found this table that was like steps from, like literally one step away from the table was the sand, and then literally like 3 feet was the ocean waves crashing. So it was incredibly relaxing and exactly what I needed after a long day and getting, you know, the PCR test up the nose. So would highly recommend coming to check out Hotel Cappuccino, at least for a drink. I can't speak to the food because we didn't eat there. And then after that, we were then kind of on the search for somewhere to have dinner. And one of the places that I had called out was this place called Abaco, which is Abaco Natural Food and Sushi. I had done a lot of sleuthing of the restaurant options here, and that one just wowed me with it's like a very kind of healthy, mostly seafood based restaurant, although they do have like a vegetarian, vegan menu offering. It's a very kind of beautiful interior with a living wall and like thoughtful decor. And again, the food just looked outstanding. So we had a sea bass ceviche with tiger milk in it, which my friend said was her favorite meal or entree, or I guess it's like a starter, but her favorite part of the meal. We also had this salmon tartare with avocado, beetroot, and a green apple ice cream. I mean, the green apple ice cream was so good on its own. I actually wish they like sold it by the scoopful. I mean, it was incredible, and I think just such creativity and thought that went into these menu offerings. We then got a sashimi assortment, and I was still hungry after that, so I also ordered a snow crab roll with avocado and torched salmon on top, which was also really good, which I promptly devoured. So this restaurant is definitely a little bit on the pricier side. I think most of the things that we ordered were around in like the 15 to 20 euro range. So I think definitely not overly expensive, but definitely not inexpensive. But I think so worth it for the quality of the food and just like the lovely service there. And it is worth noting that like the wines by the glass were so inexpensive. I think my wine was like €3.70 per glass. It was a very generous pour. So, you know, you definitely I think get a lot of bang for your buck there. So yeah, so I would highly recommend that if you're coming to the Port de Pollenca area. It's one of those restaurants that's open for lunch and dinner. And then from there, we just kicked off our shoes, walked on the beach home, and now we're back at the hotel. And we're about to call it a night because, as you can tell with this tired face, I am exhausted. So I do hope you enjoyed my day 2 road trip in Mallorca. As mentioned, we do have a few more days in Mallorca, so I will be including kind of what we get up to in some of the other vlogs. So again, make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you want to see more of this trip or more of my other kind of travel videos from around the world. Please hit the like button on this video if you liked this video, and please leave a comment down below. Have you been to Mallorca? Have you been to Port de Pollenca? Have you driven the crazy mountain roads in Mallorca? Share all of your experiences and tips, because as I always say, sharing is caring here on this channel. So thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I will see you soon.